Created Species Nutrition with one mission in mind: to provide bodybuilders and serious athletes with no-nonsense supplements that work. I put my name and reputation on every bottle of Species Nutrition products. If you want to be your absolute best, join the evolution.
What's up? Welcome back yet again. You're watching the Midday Muscle. Let's hear some news. Somehow, we managed to get through the week so far without an update from this weekend's California Pro. So we'll jump right into a quick preview of a few major headlines now, starting with your reigning New York Pro champ, Tonio Burton, looking to make it 2 in a row. Last week, Tonio put together one of the best performances we've seen all year long, which now makes him the clear favorite heading into the weekend. Tonio was so good last weekend that he actually drew some comparisons to Dexter Jackson, which is praised at the highest form in our little corner of the world. So getting another win this weekend would go a long way towards cementing him as one of the true up-and-coming stars in the Open. Even if he just repeats what he did back in New York, you gotta have a hard time believing anyone here is gonna have enough gas in their tank to move him off of that top spot. Now getting back to our boy Stu, if there's one person in this lineup who might have something to say about Tonio going back-to-back, it's him. Stu Sutherland's performance was easily the best that we've seen up to this point in the year. And now that he's got another week to keep tightening things up around the margins, there's always an outside chance that he improves enough to make this a close decision in the eyes of the judges. He's got a lot of mature muscle for someone at this stage of his career, and he has enough strength to not put him behind the 8 ball when they're going through the mandatories. So if he takes things up by another level or two, there's no reason to believe he won't be right back in the mix, competing for a win here. Now, Patrick Moore was one name that was conspicuously absent from the roster released earlier this week. Came as somewhat of a surprise to a lot of people, given that we've heard a handful of times from his camp that he was planning to make his second appearance at the Cal. It's hard to say if this was a strategic move on his part, or something that's been in the works for a few weeks. But there's a world where this might actually have been a blessing in disguise, because if Tonio's just going to run away with this one, it doesn't do Patrick much good to finish second or third under this new qualification system. But if he can take another few weeks to do all that I dotting and T crossing, then he might be able to secure a win early and shift into cruise control before he has to dial it back up for his Olympia prep. That's going to do it for another Midday Muscle. Shout out to the whole team, Dave, Sid, Corey, our writer, keeping it going. We'll see you tomorrow.